Come into a comfortable seated posture on the floor. Cross-legged is fine. You're going to put your palms of your hands onto your knees, sit up straight, drop your shoulders down, close your eyes, and begin to deepen your breath. At this point in the yoga practice, we're going to set our intention for our practice today. So focus on something that you'd like to achieve, maybe a spiritual goal, a personal goal, a fitness goal, and focus on that, dedicating your practice to that goal today. Breathe deeply in and out, focusing on the way your body feels as you breathe, trying to clear your mind, scan your body. Now we're ready to begin warming up. So we're going to do a neck warm up first. And we're just going to inhale, looking over our left shoulder, looking behind us. And you don't want to force or strain your neck at all, so it's very gentle. Exhale, the head comes forward. Inhale, looking to the right. Exhale, and inhale to the left. Exhale, inhale, very gentle. Exhale forward, inhale to the right, and exhale forward again. Now we're going to do some neck rolls. So your head goes to your left first, inhaling. Exhaling, rolls down, tucking the chin. Inhale right. Exhale forward, inhale left. Exhale forward, inhale right. No forcing, no straining. Keep going with your natural breath, stretching the muscles of the neck while you relax at the same time. We'll do about 5 total neck rolls. When you're ready, inhale. The head comes forward and you can look straight forward. We're ready to start stretching the rest of our body. Okay, we're going to do some lateral stretching. So we're going to start with our left side again. We're going to inhale, reaching the left hand up toward the sky. Then we're going to take it over to the right as we place the right hand on the floor to support the body. Come over as far as you comfortably can. Don't stretch too far. Gladys pretty flexible, so she's going to come down to her stretch. It's very important to keep the chest open, so you can look up to the ceiling at this point, feeling the lateral stretch along the side of the left side of the body, down to the hip. When you're ready, inhale, coming back up to sitting up straight, lowering the hand down. We're going to inhale the right hand up and exhale over to the left side. Is that right? Yeah, to the left side. Left hand supports the body, the chest is open. We're breathing deeply, feeling the stretch. On your next inhale, you're going to sit up straight. And we're going to do some twists. So this is a very gentle twist. We're just going to inhale, lifting our arms up to a T. You're going to stretch the left hand over to the right knee, placing the right hand behind you and looking behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine up, and as you exhale, twist. This is also a very gentle position, so don't force and don't strain your body. On your next inhale, you can look forward, releasing the twist. Exhale. Now you're going to inhale deeply again, lifting your arms up to a T. And as you exhale, twist your body. The right hand comes over to the left knee. The left hand is behind your body, supporting you. Inhale, stretching up through the spine. And exhale, twisting. Gentle, no force, no strain. Just breathe in this position for a few moments. On your next inhale, face forward, release the twist. Now we're going to come onto our hands and knees and we're going to do a cat-cow sequence. On your hands and knees, your spine is straight, your hands are directly below your shoulders, knees are directly below the hips, your feet are not touching, they're also hip distance apart. You're going to inhale, lifting your chin toward the ceiling, drop your belly down, arch your back. This is cat. You're going to exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, arching the back and lifting the navel up toward the spine. This is cow. So we'll inhale again up to cat, arch, exhale, tucking the chin down. Okay, and now go at your own pace. And as you breathe in, you do cat. And as you exhale, you do cow. And that's according to your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. And now for a little variation on this, we're going to inhale up to cat. Now we're going to start rolling this position. So Gladys going to arch her back into cow. And as she does that, she's going to bring her hips back to her heels. Then she's going to dive forward, inhaling, lifting up to cat. So it's a rolling motion. Now we roll as we exhale, bringing the hips back. And as you inhale, reaching forward up to cat position. Exhale, and remember to arch your spine. You inhale, scooping forward up to cat. So do one more of those. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, come forward, and then bring your spine back to a neutral position. Now we're going to do a little bit of a balancing posture. It's a little bit of a back challenge, so if you can't do this part, you can skip it. We're going to reach the right hand forward as we reach the left foot back. You're going to feel a long line of energy reaching from the toes of the left foot all the way through the fingertips of the right hand, keeping the spine as straight as possible, trying not to drop in the hips. When you're ready, you can exhale your hand and your feet down to the floor. Don't forget to breathe in that position. We're going to try it the other side. We go reach the left hand forward as the right foot comes back. You're going to adjust here. Reach and feel that long line of energy all the way from those tips of the fingers, all the way through the tips of the toes, along the spine, keeping the spine in a neutral position. That's a challenge. Okay, and then we bring the hand down and the knee down. Okay, now we're going to do a lateral stretch in this position. So we're going to lift which one did we just do? We're going to lift the left foot first. Okay, so we lift the left foot, and now we're going to place it on the floor behind us. It's going to be on the right side of the body though. And what you're going to do is lift the left hand up, and it's a lateral stretch, so you can either just open up like this, reaching up, or you can bring the arm over the top of the body if you need a more intense stretch. You can also pivot the foot of the bent leg so that you can have more support here. And just go into it as far as you can. You don't need to do it this dramatically, but this is Gladys' stretch, so she's stretching along the whole side of her body. Okay, on your next inhale, bring the leg and the arm down, and then exhale back down into a nice, steady position. Gladys going to turn so you can see her face again. So here we go. So you don't have to actually do that turn if you're at home. Okay, here we go. Which side are we on now, Gladys?
Right.
We're on the right side. Okay. So lift the right foot. We're going to stretch it over to the left and place the foot on the floor. Then you're going to lift the right hand up toward the sky. See, she already pivoted that bottom leg, and she's just getting her lateral stretch. If you can't go that far, you just have the arms straight up, and that's fine. We're focusing on opening the chest. We're breathing deeply. That's a nice stretch. So as soon as you're ready, you can inhale and just come back into your hands and knees position. Okay, now we're going to sit down with our legs in front of our body, and we're going to do half spinal rolls. So you just sit down, and then your knees are bent, and you put your hands on your knees, and then using your arms for support, you're going to do, it's basically a cat-cow position, but it's sitting up. So we're going to inhale, lifting our chin again and arching our back, and we're pulling on our knees with our hands. Now as you exhale, you're going to round out the spine and straighten the arms. So you get that real concave position with the spine. Inhale again, reaching up, arching the back, and exhaling back, really rounding out the back, giving yourself a good stretch. just at your own pace, inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. So you may do more than she does, you may be slower than she is, that's fine. Just inhaling, exhaling deeply, stretching the back, straightening those arms, using your arms for support. Now we're going to try a full spinal roll. So instead of rounding out her spine at the end of the exhale, we're actually going to roll back onto the floor. And you can use your feet to help you and kind of push off. And you just roll back and forth. You can do it as slowly or as quickly as you can do it. It may be a little bit of a challenge for your abs, so if you can't do this, you can stay in the half spinal roll position and you can just sit there and roll your spine. It's very therapeutic, so either this way where you're getting a good back massage, or you can stay sitting up if that's more comfortable. So she's going to do about 5 rolls, and on her last one she's going to exhale all the way down to the floor and just place her feet on the floor and lay down with her knees bent. The hands are at her sides, her knees are bent, and we're going to do some leg lifts. So if you need extra support with leg lifts, you can put your hands in a triangle position and you kind of move it out as wide as your hips are, but the idea is that the hands go underneath the hips for support. And that's to help keep the small of your back on the floor so that you're using your abdominals to do this exercise. Okay, so she's just going to inhale, lifting the knees up, and exhale, putting the feet on the floor. So it's a very easy position for beginners. And the more advanced position, obviously, is to straighten the legs, which Gladys can do, but she's going to just show you, she'll show you the advanced, all the way down and up. If you can't do that, that's fine, and you just keep the knees bent. We're going to do about 10 of those to tone the abs. You inhale the legs up, exhale the legs down, going at your own pace, supporting yourself with your hands. And then on your last one, you just extend your legs out and lay flat on the floor. Now we're going to inhale, we're going to get your hands out from under your hips, right? Then you're going to inhale, lifting your right knee up toward your chest, and exhale, holding onto the knee and lifting your head up, placing your forehead on the knee. So she's exhaling there. Then she inhales, bringing the foot back down to the floor. We're going to try that again on the left side. So inhale, lifting your leg up, holding onto the leg, crunching and exhaling. Inhale, bring the leg down. So let's repeat it. We inhale our leg up, exhale, forehead to the knee. Inhale, the leg comes down, we relax. Inhale, left leg up, exhale, forehead to the knee. Inhale, down again. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, forehead to the knee. Inhale, the leg comes down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, forehead to the knee. Inhale, the leg comes down. And just relax. Now we're going to do a cat stretch. So we bring our arms out into a T. We're going to bend the right leg, bringing the left hand to the right knee. Now as we cross that right leg over our body to the left side, you're going to turn your head to look at your right hand. So you're getting that full spinal twist. You can go as far into it as is comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable for you to go that far, you don't have to. This is a really good stretch for your back, really good if you have any kind of sciatica or nerve pain in your lower back. This will help relieve it. So just breathe for a few breaths here. And on your next inhale, you just straighten the leg out, and that brings your body back into alignment. There you go. Okay, we're going to inhale the left knee up, grabbing hold of the knee with our right hand. We're going to rotate that over to the right side of the body as we look to the left. And then Gladys will go further. And you may not be able to go that far, but you go as far as is comfortable for you and as far as is your stretch. You just breathe. Take about 3 breaths in this position. And then when you're ready, just straighten your leg out. Okay, so you can kind of rock back and forth and get back into where you feel like you're in alignment. Now we need to stand up, so we're going to do some sun salutations. So there are a couple of methods you can do here. You can either roll to one side and use your arms to help you up to standing, or Gladys going to roll, so she's going to use her legs to help her. She's going to roll 1, 2, 3 up to a seated posture, and then slowly come up to standing, making sure that she's breathing. A sun salutation. You ready? Okay. We start out in mountain pose. So in yoga, standing like this is actually a yoga position. And you want to keep your chin level. You be looking straight forward, or you can have your eyes closed. You have your arms are straight down to your sides. You can feel your fingertips reaching down toward the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Tilt the pelvis up slightly, pulling the navel to the spine. So it's a very strong position, but it's not forceful. It's not very tight. And then you need to also make sure your feet are hip width apart and that your weight is evenly distributed between the ball of your feet and your heels. So you can rock back and forth a little bit if that helps you, just to stand very straight. So this is where we begin. We bring the hands together in a prayer position at the heart, balancing the body. Inhale, sweeping the arms out to the side, reaching up, looking up. And when you exhale, sweep the arms out, come down to full forward fold. Now we're just going to hang here for a moment. You can bend the knees if you need to bend the knees. Having them straight is not the point. We're bending at the hip joint and we're trying to decompress the spine. So you can either reach the floor like Gladys can, or what you can do is clasp your elbows with your hands and you just hang. You just let the head drip toward the floor, and it's a relaxing position, reverses the flow of gravity, and really helps you to, relieve some pressure in your back. Okay, now we're going to do a half forward fold. We inhale for this position, and you can find your legs either down at your shins, at your knees, or on your thighs. We're going to look up, arching slightly in the back. This is where you're inhaling. Then you'll exhale back down into full forward fold. Then we're going to inhale. You place your hands on the floor, step your feet back. This is plank position. If you can't do plank, you can lower your knees to the floor for a modified version of plank. So feel free to do that if you need to. Now as you exhale, you're going to do knees, chest, chin, like Gladys, snaking the body, and then sweep forward as you inhale up to an up dog position. Now we're going to talk about some modifications for up dog because you may not be able to arch your spine that dramatically. So the first modification we're going to try is Sphinx, which is where your palms of your hands come forward and you rest on your forearms. So it's a much less dramatic arch of the spine here. The next modification is Cobra. It's a little bit more intense. So you come up onto the hands, but you still have your elbows bent, tucked into the sides. And then the most advanced position is Up Dog, lifting the hips off the floor, straightening the elbows, reaching up. Okay, then you're going to exhale, come into Down Dog. Now if you need to come to your knees to move from Up Dog to Down Dog, that's fine. Gladys kind of advanced, so she can just sweep back. So Down Dog in yoga is a resting position. We're reaching back through our heels. You can bend the knees slightly if you need to, but you're reaching your hip bones up toward the sky. You're letting your rib cage float down toward your knees, pulling the weight back through the back of the body. And you should actually have even weight distribution between your hands and your feet. Okay, on your next inhale, you're going to walk the feet up to the hands and come back into the full forward fold position. You'll exhale when you get there. Then you're going to inhale, half forward fold again. So either on your shins or on your knees, on your thighs. And you can arch slightly in the back, looking straight forward. Exhale, down into the full forward fold again. Now we're going to take a big inhale, sweeping our arms out to the side, reaching up. Palms come together, hands come down to the heart, exhaling, close the pose. So there's your full sun salutation, and we're going to do it one more time just so that you can understand the inhaling and the exhaling moving you through the positions of this sequence. So Gladys going to sweep the arms out, inhaling, reaching up. She's going to exhale, sweeping the arms out to the side, coming down to a full forward fold. Then she's going to inhale to a half forward fold, looking up, arching slightly in the back, dropping the belly. Exhale, full forward fold. She's going to inhale, walking the feet back, coming into a plank position. Her knees can be down if she wants to. And then she exhales, knees, chest, chin. Inhales, up to up dog or your modification. Exhale, down dog. You can rest here, but your inhalation moves your feet forward into full forward fold. Exhaling, inhale, half forward fold. And exhale again into full forward fold. Big inhale, sweeping the arms out, reaching up. Palms come together, exhale, closing the pose. Okay, now we're gonna explore that spinal decompression just a little bit more in a wide leg forward bend. So you're going to widen your legs out a little bit wider than your hips. Your feet can come out as wide as you can comfortably go, but this may be the farthest you can go, and that's fine. So you're going to inhale your arms up, and then sweeping your arms out again, exhale, folding forward. And then this is the same as we did in the forward fold position, where you can just clasp your elbows, let your head drip down toward the floor, and relax your spine. So you're hinging at the hip joint. You can bend your knees if you want to. And you just focus on fully relaxing in this position. Equal weight distribution between your feet. And then when you're ready, you're going to exhale and you're going to come down into child's pose. So Gladys going to demonstrate that for you now. So your hips rest down on your heels. You reach forward through your hands. Now if you need to create a little bit more room for yourself, you can let your knees come out a little bit and your torso can relax between your feet. So that can be more relaxing. And you can just rest here. It's a very restful position. Very helpful if you're in a yoga class and you get a little bit overwhelmed with the poses. You just take child's pose and you just can relax and regroup here. Your forehead rests on your mat. Now we're going to do a little bit of a spinal twist in this position. So Gladys going to come up a little bit, taking the right hand, reaching it under the left arm, resting the right shoulder on the floor and the right side of the face on the floor. And just breathing, relaxing as much as possible and allowing the spine to twist. On her inhale, she comes back out of it, exhaling, and then she's going to inhale the left hand over, reaching under the right arm, resting that left shoulder and the left side of the face on the floor, exhaling, and then she just breathes in this pose and allows her spine to twist and relax fully. Okay, when you're ready, you can come out of it and relax back into child's pose. Okay, now we're going to do legs up the wall, Gladys' favorite. So to get into this position, you need to find a wall that you can use in your own home. You don't even have to have a yoga mat for it, but you're going to scoot your hips as close to the wall as you can, and then just rotate, lifting your legs up, placing them against the wall as well. So the goal is to have the hips as close to the wall as possible. You may have to come in and out of it a couple of times. The arms can be out to the side, just away from the body. Palms are up. You're very relaxed. Your foot position on the wall doesn't really matter. The point of the pose is to help you relax, to reverse the flow of gravity, get some blood back up to your heart, and then to reverse the pressure in the hip joints. So you're getting a bit of counter pressure there from what you usually have. It's very therapeutic for the back, very therapeutic for the hips. This is technically an inversion, so if you're on the first 3 days of your menstrual cycle, you shouldn't practice this position if you're a woman. Other than that, it's really, really good for women to do this position. Very good for the hips. So normally at the end of a yoga practice, we do a 5 to 7 minute deep relaxation. You can either stay in this position if you'd like, if it's comfortable for you, or Gladys going to demonstrate corpse pose, which is what you would normally do if you were in a yoga class. It's just a really simple position. You lay down, the arms are away from the body, the legs are about hip width apart, so your limbs aren't touching each other. You're going to relax and you're just going to breathe normally. You breathe your natural breath during this pose. And you relax very deeply. So if you're at home, you can set a timer for yourself, 5 to 7 minutes. Just relax here. And then Gladys just going to quickly demonstrate how to get yourself out of this position. So you're going to return our consciousness to our body. We're going to start deepening our breath. You're going to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. When you're ready, you're going to roll over to your right side, continuing to deepen your breath. You can just rest here for a few moments. When you're ready, you're going to use your hands to walk yourself up to a seated position, coming cross-legged on your mat. The palms come together. Namaste. That's it.